Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? As ever, I hope you're all well. Ash, Life Forcer, glad to have you both. Yes, we'll certainly figure out what the protocol is as we go. Hello there, Brett. My sympathy for your being sick. I hope that you recover quickly. And rain is good. Alrighty then. Life Forcer, I don't have a firm answer for you. I can only imagine that there's something going on the connection of some sort. Like, I have not played this game enough to know one way or another, but that would be my guess. We'll see if this even plays nice when I try to do it. I know I've been experiencing difficulties with Twitch of late. Anyhow, so then everyone, first of all, audio levels. Can you hear the game decently? It will mostly just be music, kind of like this, as well as myself. Music good, I'm good, everything clear, everything good. Good. Alrighty, so then. Wonderful. Alright, so then, this game. Oops. I am going to be a monarch. You are going to be the nobility. Let's see here. I like the counts. What do you all else want? You have the sailors. I'm covering this actually, I'm finding. So I'll read it off this one over here on the side. The patricians of the coast are wealthy, seafaring merchants noted for their cleverness, skill in negotiation, and ornate masks. Anyone else have any preferred regions? You know, patricians makes a certain degree of sense. So you have outside of that we have the barons who like hunting, the chiefs who are kind of like, Highlanders or, Germanic types. Hello there, Archangel, welcome back. And the grandees of the south, who seem to be the particularly most pious of this group. The chiefs like the bear. So, the barons, the chiefs, or the grandees? What do you all say? You're the ones who are going to be playing. I can't guarantee that you'll get into a given organization, but they will at least be in play. Let me move a little bit just so I'm not quite so in frame there. South? Alright then. Alrighty then, here's what you're all doing, folks. Type into your Twitch chat !join followed by your preferred pronoun. They is an option. Hello there, Psy Rockin' You. We're going to be playing King of the Castle. If you'd like to join along, and I do encourage you to, it's more fun with more people. Type in !join followed by your preferred pronoun, and you will be a part of the game. The goal here is I am the monarch. You are all rotten nobles trying to usurp me ultimately. They do allow greater customization if you actually have the game, Brett. Actually, thinking about it. Let's put that into the stream info. Oh yeah, it's like $5 by all means. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to pick up, don't worry about that. Alright, this is enough for us to get started with. More folks can join in along the way. By virtue of numbers, the patricians definitely have an advantage right now. Alrighty, so, to be clear, what I need to do is I need to keep the kingdom under control and secure an heir. What the nobles want to do is pursue their own goals, which broadly consists of increasing their own power within the regions that they operate within, which generally will improve the capacity of the nation to, be good at things. And the nation being good at things helps the monarch, but there's a balancing act to be played, because if the nobles get too strong, then they might be able to stage their rebellion. And as nobles, you are trying to beat me. So, good luck. I have played from the noble position once. I have not played the monarch. So this will be a bit new. Hey there, Greelson. Welcome. If you've seen this before, by all means, join in. Throw me to the river. Good luck with that. Coronation, council introduction, the path to victory. Let's start with a council. So it seems that there's very minimal defiance right now. The counts are particularly good at agriculture and have a respectable military. Their faith in trade is acceptable. The grandees have fairly decent trade and farming, strong faith, and acceptable military. The patricians trade with priority, have adequate faith, a bit weak militarily, and their farming is alright, probably enough. Is the coast more south than the south? The south does reach a furthest southern point than the coast. Just barely. Alright. Rebellion is bad. Alright, so we have our Chancellor here, who is an NPC. Let us introduce to the Counts of the East. And here we have Count Brett. The Patricians. Ah, yes. So as they stay here, if you actually have the game, you can customize your noble. So here we have Lyforcer, who I know is struggling with the game, but it does at least recognize that you have the game. I know you've had some technical difficulties. Vintage Thicky, hello there. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying yourself. By all means, feel free to join the game. And the Grandees. And we have Grandee Grierson. These are our primary nobles here. Other nobles can and will show up. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Alrighty then. So about that whole coronation thing. Well, we wouldn't want that. Grandee Grierson. I see, I see. I do have Grierson correct, right? Wait, but it's my coronation. This isn't an absolute monarchy. Everything has to run past a council vote, even this. So here's where you all come in. You all will be voting on the measures. I get a few things to arrange the vote as I would prefer. Everyone else will run the votes as per they prefer. So, we are setting our laws for voting. What kind of coronation should be held for the new queen? A. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, which will cost the treasury 1,000 gold, but improve stability. Invite foreign dignitaries and show off our wealth, which is going to cost 2,000 treasury, it looks like. Am I seeing that correctly? The font is rather small. Can I make that larger? I don't think I can, unfortunately. 1,800? Ah. But it will improve trade, and wealth, I think, is finances for the regions, as opposed to myself. And here's all of you saying, throw me into the river, which improves stability, lowers authority. Outdated traditions, there's no need for a coronation at all, which only reduces authority. Yeah, wealth is your money, not my money. So I'm going to say right out of the gate that I am saltwater, not freshwater. So we'll be having no river throwing today. So here's where you go, type exclamation, vote, and then the available option that you would prefer. And yes, type exclamation join, followed by your preferred pronoun if you'd like to play. I do encourage it. Alrighty then. So at this point, I can in fact just kind of stall to see if anyone wants to keep voting or if anyone votes late. I don't feel it's necessary right now, but that is a mechanic. Just because the timer concludes does not necessarily mean that the voting has concluded. For example, I might want to go really quickly if the votes happen to be still coming in and they reach one I would prefer. Yes, I has joined. See? Right here. Alrighty then. So we're starting off with a bit of a thin treasury here. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Celesta, and it's only appropriate you show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head as you stand on a golden podium. That is basically the correct kind of crown I do have. Y'all shun my vintage wine. So doing that improved the trade of all nobles. And of course, all nobles got some money out of it. The odd crowd includes such influential figures as the Dukes of Saul, the Princes of Tavolin, and even a pearl bearer from Atesh. Lucrative trade deals are struck at the evening's feast. Only the Grand Pensionary of Kurth is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of monarchy. Alright, and here we have the path to victory. So here we have the Spy Master, who's basically my best friend. Oh no. No one will be checking this spy. This spy has my authority. How do I want the kingdom to remember me? Well, you all just went and said, let's improve trade. And you all are rather strong in trade, all things considered, so how about trade? Alright, now we end our season. And here's where you all start getting active. Your schemes will operate in a 3-stage phase. Each time you succeed in one, you can move on to the next one until you basically make your move. Matilda of the Brett Schilleriana, I could never pronounce that correctly, of the Brett dynasty, charismatic Eastern prodigy, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Fornea wears the crown. So this is open to the counts, and exclusively the counts. What is your scheme to place Matilda on the throne? We take great offense no matter how it's pronounced. Well then. I think, Brett, you're the only one here who's on for the counts right now. We need another count player. We need someone else to join the counts. Alright, so raise stability. Hey there, Wizzy. Welcome. You're sick of knowing it. Yeah, pretty much. The counts plan to hold the queen hostage in her own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the counts must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. So we're already at 5 stability, so as long as you can hold that for 4 seasons, that works for you. Now we have the patricians. Nix of the Cyrocken family, notorious coastal entrepreneur, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Do you know what your role is? Your little standout thing over in the, what's it called? The overlay should tell you where you are. It should tell you what your allegiance is and where your current goal is. If you're not seeing it, you may have turned it off. Ah, I see. Let me see here. Can I don't seem to have the ability at the moment. Anyhow. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Fornea. Something must be done. Alright, patricians. Subterfuge, conspiracy, or corruption. What is your goal here? Alright, lower authority. The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. And the grandees. Andona of the Ashburner lineage, infamous southern mischief maker, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as in a daze. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Grandees, what is your goal? Witch hunt, fervor, or excommunication? We've just more than the one grandee, I think. Don't we? Yeah, Grilson, you're with the grandees, I think. Are you still there, Grilson? Indecision. Alright, so it went with faith. All good, don't worry about it. There's all sorts of heresy in the capital, and the grandees intend to expose it. First, they must ensure the South is beyond reproach. To advance their scheme, the grandees must be the region with the highest faith in 3 seasons. Well, I think you're in fair territory on that one. So this is our overview. Alright, so we can now adopt a law. After voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. The timer is set to 15 seconds. The vote will automatically close once the time is over. Or, if nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain 500 personal wealth. There it is. I knew it was somewhere, but I couldn't see it. I'll be doing that sponsorship later in the week, but I accepted it today. But I have plans for today, so that's for a later day. Stream Elements is not misbehaving. Don't worry about it. Anyhow. Let's go with incentives as an option here. Alright, so we have a few things going on: an untimely death, missing nobles, or the honor guard. Alright, let's see what the honor guard have going on. Well, someone's brash. I suppose you could. So, what are my options then? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the counts with knights in the order of the drowned rose, the patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire mercenaries, they're loyal to coin. You know, I don't think I trust any of you. Let's, what mercenaries do we have available? Alright, what about the Eastern Knights? Understand palace etiquette, but they're not actually that good at fighting, which is really funny considering that the Counts have the highest military. They mostly write poems. Vain and selfish, good at fighting. A vow of silence, interesting. Faith and loyalty is to the church above all. Let's go with the Easterners. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written on for the occasion. Aw. Alright. What's going on over at the coast? Wait, the second? Oh wow, that was fast. Wow. That is a speed run of just getting wrecked. Oh dear. Cyrock and you has been murdered, and I know who did it. It was Grandy Greelson. Don't let him deny it. Ooh. And Greelson's owning up to it. Why'd you do it, Greelson? An honorable duel, which I won, he claims. There's no duel, it was a cold-blooded killing. What reason would my parent possibly have to duel you in the first place? It seemed like a good idea at the time. And Greelson asserts that it's a private matter. Alright then. Hold a trial. Randy is a danger to all. Imprison him. Spy master can investigate. Or a duel is a duel, let the accused go free. You know, I'm just going to let you all just kind of figure this out yourselves. I don't really have a stake in this one. You're listening over here going, yeah, let me go free. Cyrockin, Wizzy, do you care to vote? Alright. Oh yeah, you're still in. It's just your success. You're just your successor now. I'm actually really surprised only one person decided to go for trial. I figured everyone would want that. Alright. Alright, so the coast very did not like that. Alright, what are the counts getting up to? A number of patricians have gone missing in the east. Why are you everywhere? They traveled to Wizzy's castle to negotiate a trade agreement. They should have returned weeks ago. The missing patricians never even made it to my lands. They most likely got lost. The east is a dangerous place. Who's gone missing? A pair of generics and Life Forcer. Where have they gone? North the estate, Mold Patter Forest. Or is that Pater? I think that's Patter. To the west, the Twilight Lakeland, and to the south, Ilarian's Haunt. I like to live remotely, does wonders for the soul. I'm certain this is some kind of ploy. In a few months' time, they'll quietly offer us a ransom. Blood and stars, don't be so foolish, we'll find them. We just have to decide where to focus our efforts. Alright, I'm going to say that, maybe not. I'll just let you all figure this one out. Which location is searched, or do we execute Wizzy? They don't get removed per se. Alright, Ilarian's Haunt. Let's see how it went. A detachment of Wizzy's bravest knights venture into the bedeviled marshland known as Alarian's Haunt. It's a fool's errand, though. They find nothing but bogs, marshes, wetlands, creepy trees with faces on them, fens, dead bodies, mosquitoes, and swamps. The patricians aren't thrilled to learn that their compatriots have disappeared, of course, but the counts assure you if they haven't turned up by now, they're probably long dead. Well, there goes Life Forcer. And now, here's where you all get to manipulate your wealth. This is an auction. The two most funded structures are what will be chosen. If you are within a faction and you both vote for this, and you both support the same thing, it will total. So if two people pledge 250, then that's a total of 500 for the one thing. It's just a gamble, Wizzy. So here's what you will do. Exclamation fund, the selection, and then the denomination. Does everyone have an understanding? We haven't started yet, Ash. Alright, alright. Go for it now, go for it now. I hadn't started yet. You can further submit more finances to a project if you find that yours is not in the lead. So if you want to throw an extra 200 or something, you can do it. Bear that in mind. Alrighty then. So there is greater stability from the library and greater faith from the cathedral. Ooh, spouse, you say. Oh no, Mom. I've been busy. Ladies. Alright, so then. Sanctuary or stargazing. Both things involving the south, predominantly. What does the sanctuary have for us? There's a problem in the cathedral that was recently constructed in the south. A dangerous outlaw by the name of Swamp Dog Mitchell was fleeing the city watch. After a decade-long crime spree, we are finally on the verge of catching him. But just before he's caught, he dives into the cathedral and proclaims sanctuary. According to the law, we can't arrest him on holy ground. The audacity! How did he get that nickname? He was raised in a dismal swamp by a pack of wild dogs. With that kind of upbringing, it's no wonder he turned to crime. Sanctuary, that's a thing? Yes, it is. The law of sanctuary is almost as old as the kingdom itself. As long as he remains on holy ground, this Mitchell is a child of the ninth under the protection of his mercy. The Archbishop will not allow you to violate that, no matter the nature of the man's crimes. Right now, Swamp Dog Mitchell is living the high life. Priests are feeding him roast dinners and fluffing his pillows. Alright, so some votes will result in uncertainties. Basically, they have a dice roll. They'll either be entirely based on chance, or they'll be related to the statistics that the regions have that are relevant. So our options are: sanctuary is a sacred tradition that must not be questioned, which lowers authority, raises defiance, and raises faith. Repeal the law of sanctuary, which is very involved and complicated. Or allow sanctuary to be broken this time, so Swamp Dog Mitchell can be broken to justice, which could go either way. Successful or unsuccessful, who can say what result that will bring? I'm going to vote for this one. Let's see how many of you agree. Ooh. Alrighty then. Let's see how this goes. It seems that it was considered justified. Centuries of tradition thrown out the window, all for someone named Swamp Dog Mitchell. But I suppose it could be worse. Alright, South lost a little faith. The authority of the kingdom has been raised. You know, I'm pretty okay with that outcome. Hello again, Grilson. We're seeing a lot of you. Yeah, it didn't hurt the count, so yeah. We found a perfect site for an observatory high in the southern hills, but it's on Grandy Grilson's lands, and he refuses to let us build there. About the faith, apparently, yeah. Such things are heresy. The stars are just as big and as close as the ninth god intended. Who put you up to this idea? I bet it was one of those patricians like Life Forcer II. Alright. Construct the observatory, which has some percentile going on with authority. Find a different site for the observatory, forbid the construction of the observatory, or forbid construction and investigate the scholar's funding. I'm going to veto this one. Oh, you're just all in on the observatory. Alright, alright, alright. Oh no, we blew it. Construction goes ahead despite Creelson's misgivings, which are soon validated. A gang of local pens, emboldened by religious zeal, storm the observatory and burn it down before it's even finished. Oh no. We blew a 20% dice roll. Dang it. Yeah, that's good for you, Greelson. You want your faith to be high. Greelson's inability to find the perpetrators is very convenient, but you can't prove anything. Alrighty, that seems to be everything here. Alright. Alright. As much as I would like to get some money from the patricians, I do need to kind of cool them down a bit. I can afford some defiance on the part of the counts and the grandees, though. The counts discover a rich vein of new copper ore, making 500 wealth. The other nobles make 200. But I took 400 of that from the counts. So you get 100. The grandees lose money. So Ashburner has like nothing. Oh boy, we have another duel gone wrong. Speaking of Ashburner. Oop! This time it's Greelson's turn. Oh, look. Oh, look here. We have, we've got some spite going on. Comes with the territory, I suppose. Oh, duel. There was a knife in his back. Ooh. Ooh. Where's my popcorn? Saltier's treasures running away. It's not a very good duel strategy. Alright. These duels are very clearly unsafe, I think. What do you all think? Oh boy, that's a lot of defiance. Well, that went places. Alright. Oh boy, I don't even get to meet them. Oh boy, harsh. Mom! Alright, so Wizzy's relative tried to run off to join the circus. And afterwards, installed a laboratory in the castle and spends most of the time there conducting bizarre experiments. Got in some trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. From the coast, we have Aurelia, wealthy heiress to noble patrician Cyrocken U2's estate. Good talker, apparently. Obsessed with the arena. Ooh. All her friends are gladiators, and sometimes she even enters a fight herself. Apparently she has a dark side, though I don't much more than that. And finally from the south, eldest daughter of the Ashburner lineage, reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Spends most of her time in the library, face buried in some book of ancient history, and she's got grand plans by all accounts. She wants to change the world. Well, seeing what the situation is right now, There we go, that's more manageable. Alrighty, petitioner from afar. What's going on in the south? Alright, listening to this proposition. Ultimate Cool Wizard, hello there. The pronoun's optional, it just assigns you one otherwise. Looks like it applied they, them. Three ships are docked in a harbor to the west. Their holds are packed to the gills with muskets and gunpowder, and they each boast a full battery of cannons. All yours in return for a small favor. Stay in the kingdom with your blessing and protection. You can show your soldiers how to use weapons, of course, to avoid accidents. Alright, what did you do? Alright. We can provide safe harbor to this individual, which is going to raise military capacity. We can reject the individual, or we can do some nonsense, which... Yeah, there is option C. I think I'll let you all just have fun with this one. I would only... no, I don't think so. I think it would be for everyone. I'm not certain. Alright, safe harbor it is. Alright. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen here. Alright, so everyone's military just increased substantially. Oh boy, that is good shooting, jeez. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Blood, ashes, damnation, storm and sea take us all. Whatever is the matter? I offered cash to a palace official and he acted like I was trying to give him head lice. The bastard almost turned me over to the watch. I had to make a quick getaway. It doesn't surprise me. The queen has an iron grip on the throne. No one dares move against her. So there's no room for some good old-fashioned bribery? What is the world coming to? The patrician's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. In a picturesque castle overlooking the southern city of Tinamesca, two grandees lie back to enjoy the sun. Praise be! Whispers of our plan have reached the peasants, and they are in an uproar. They call for the sins of the queen to be laid bare. I already have leads on information from inside the palace that we can use against the queen. It's only a matter of time. We have the High Inquisitor on our side, but we must also sow dissent among the other regions. We won't succeed alone. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must raise other regions' defiance to a combined total of at least 8, or ensure another region begins a rebellion in 3 seasons. Oh boy. Alright, let's see here. What laws are available? Oh, is that how it goes? Oh. No, I don't want that more than these other ones. Actually, you know what? There we are. Royal wedding, a private exchange, new laborers. Let's see what's going on over at the coast. Alright, Life Forcer, you have a proposition for me. I've been locking a lot of people up, really? This is a tough call here. Alright, I'm going to veto this one, and you can all figure out the other two. Alrighty, that's everyone. Alright, cost some authority. But Coast Defiance is down. Soon, a large number of the so-called criminals are sent to the coast to work the fields. The patricians are grateful for your gift. The coastal crops thrive thanks to all the extra fertilization. Alright, let's see how this wedding goes. Seems like it's all just kind of going a little without me. There we are. After the wedding, there's a feast. After the feast, a dance. At the feast, the new wife delivers a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. Excellent. Oh, good. I'm so glad that the Grandees have provided me with a spouse that is incredibly tiresome. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, very humble. Kind of interesting that she's calling the Nation of Faith a bunch of illiterates. That is interesting. Oh, good. Alright, yeah, I thought that we were harboring someone that would be a bit of a problem down the line. The Kurth captain that you allowed to stay in the capital, the one who traded those weapons, she's been the cause of some concern. Nobles have complained that she has been rude and confrontational. She does not know royal etiquette, after all. Worse, some suspect her of being a Kurth spy. A senator, you say? Well, I can't veto anything. What do you think, folks? Gorchar Stoltzka. Well, it is the way it is. Far in the east, Count Brett is hosting a dinner party in his castle with a few distinguished guests. Our plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks that all is well in the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. And when the cat returns, it will find the mice have poisoned its kibble. Rude. The analogy's a little tortured now, but I like the enthusiasm. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. We already control the Honor Guard. If we can buy the loyalty of the Watch, we will have complete control of the palace. For the next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Oh boy. So what's this new plague I'm hearing about over in the east? Hey, here's Ultimate Cool Wizard. The east has been struck with plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague. You're pulling my leg. Why aren't you dancing then? Explain this to me. What kind of dance? Why aren't you dancing? Haven't been infected yet, otherwise I would not be here. Even dogs and cats, we don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly, as villagers dancing themselves half to death. Well then. Quarantine the affected village. Pass a law that forbids dancing. That'd be how bad is dancing anyway. On the Transylvania Mania. I'll veto this one. Have fun. All the non-counts going, yeah, screw the East. Oh dear. Soon, half the kingdom is dancing round the clock as the plague hits other regions, including the capital. Productivity is down and crops are rotting in the field, but at least everyone appears to be having a good time. Bounty hunters, huh? Mm-hmm. So it seems to me that if I admit to harboring her, I think everyone's military is going to drop as a result. But no one's concerned about military. Let's see how this plays out. Well, Grilson? I'll give Grilson a few more seconds before I just move on. Thank you for stopping by, Cyrock and you. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope to see you again. Have a good day, or evening, whichever's appropriate. Morning, even. Alright, Ultimate Cool Wizard. Why is everything on fire? A field of smoldering ash. Dozens have died. Some soldiers stationed at the city got drunk and were fooling around. They tied a burning stick to a cow's tail as a prank, but the beast went mad and ran through the city, setting 100 fires. Poor cow. Oh, I'm sure you would. Well, I don't really have anything to say about this. My tricks are not really available. So, how do we handle this? Alright, we're punishing those soldiers. The offending soldiers are arrested and beheaded among the ashes of Rudgrad. The townsfolk celebrate that justice has been done. However, dozens of the East soldiers desert over the next few weeks. The cow-bothering arsonists were popular among their troops, and their punishment has caused ripples of discontent. Meanwhile, the counts who bear the cost of rebuilding grumble that money would have been more appreciated than your ham-fisted attempt at justice. What? You're poor and a token amount of defiance is here while my authority is reinforced? I think I'm okay with this. Well, that's the end of this season, I would say. Alright, here's our auction. For the counts, trade up, military down. For the grandees, authority up or stability down. Patricians, authority up or trade down. Begin. I like how Life Forcer has, I think, actually more funds than any other given nation on their own. Life Force, are you just going to take these 200 bids sitting down? You could be lowering my authority with a bid. All right. Well, not with that attitude. Look at that. Now your authority's down. Or now my authority's up, rather. Oh, is that your play? You're hoping to be a loyalist? Alright. Alright, so here's this air matter. No spark. It just works, don't question it. Rumors of bribery. What's that, Spy Master? Brett's trying to bribe people? Just gifts, he says. Gifts of enough coin to retire with. Really? That's enough to retire with? Hmm. Alright, we assemble the council. I would like to slow down the counts. And you know, lowering authority would help Life Forcer's case, even though they are operating a bit as a loyalist of sorts. Remember, everyone, it's not just about making me lose. You want your rivals to lose as well. So, stall or payday? Brett, that's your own side. Alright. Understandable, Wizzy. Oof. Wow, this fugitive stuff is still going on, or is it a different one? Oh, yeah, it's the same thing. Alright, Greelson. We did speak with bounty hunters recently. You voted on the matter. Founder, did they? I see. Alright. So here's how this is going to go. If you vote in the manner I want you to vote, you'll expand your coffers. I know a few of you are having rather thin finances right now. I suppose you might always want defiance, but specifically you want more defiance in the other areas, not just your own. Alrighty then, another season draws to a close. In the darkest depths of an eastern forest, Count Brett has gathered his fellow plotters around a mossy stone obelisk. Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The Queen is paying the palace watch well enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed. So we have some of the watch in our pocket. Isn't that enough? No, not yet. We can't make a move until we're sure we won't be discovered. The Count's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Deep in the south, a grandee paces back and forth along the balcony of his hillside villa. I'm told that progress is slow. How could they be so blind, trusting in that fool of a queen after everything she's done? The grandee's aim is to raise other regions' combined defiance to 8 or more, or ensure another region starts a rebellion. And tax season. Patricians are making bank this time around. Alright. I almost have the treasury back to where it was at the start of this whole game. Hey Ash, your vote didn't pass, okay? What is this, Sim Kingdom? Alright. A lot of action going on over in the east. Let's see what the counts are up to. The eastern winter has been especially cruel this year, Your Majesty. I can feel it in my bones. I found the secret is layers. In the east, the river's frozen, and people won't work for fear of frostbite. My butler touched an iron fence post and lost his entire finger. Wow. Ooh. Well, I know what the counts are going to go for over there, and I don't like it. I'm a little surprised about that choice, honestly. Alright. Alright, farming challenge succeeded. The East's defiance is down, the farming is bountiful. The grandees gather vast amounts of food from their own harvest and load it onto wagons. It's a tricky business rolling them into the East, but the people are delighted. Counts and peasants alike hole up in their homes, comfortable until the winter passes. Alrighty then. Dancing Fever. Ooh, the sequel. Alright. The plague. It's spreading. Why, I think I've been affected myself. You think I should do something about it, I assume. We need to do something or we'll dance ourselves to death. This may look fun, but trust me, it's anything but. Oh boy. This last option. Yeah, that is expensive. Hmm. Dang, I don't have my veto. Problem is I don't really like any of them. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mitigate it. I like how both of the wizards are just saying, hire a wizard. I think Brett's play is Brett is sick. No, it's 600 total. I would be reducing it down to 1400. Oh, this went places. I got an achievement. Dancing Queen. You dance your way to the council chambers every day, then dance your way to dinner, then dance back to bed, and you sleep your feet to a little jig. Eventually the plague runs its natural course. Now, though, even the hint of a jaunty tune sends half the population into a frenzied panic. Many people will dance again. Oh boy. Alright, now what's this tithe trouble? A complaint about the counts of the East. Lately they've been neglecting their tithes. Have they now? How dare they forget their duties to the church? Count Wizzy hasn't paid his tithe in years. An example must be made. Ooh. Alright, order the counts to pay their tithes in full. Toss Count Wizzy to the dungeons as an example. Count should be exempt from paying tithes. Do nothing to address the problem. Alright. Sorry, Wizzy, but I have needs. Why did you vote A? I put golden choice on B. What? Spite? I see. Alright. Defiance, you say? Well, the Defiance is now loyal. Faith is agnostic. Some counts' wealth has been increased. Ooh. Hey, don't blame me. I'm not the one who voted that. I incentivized that they actually pay it. You are the best color. Well, the best color available. The best color is pink. Oof. Interesting. These are very attractive. Well, since no one wants my money... Well, things are going a little south here. Oh boy. Rebelling will stop the region from advancing their scheme, and they can't be taxed or take part in normal votes. Well, there seems to be panic. Let's deal with this. We're receiving reports of... Oop. Oh look, it's both of these that are just chomping at the bit to just tell me how dissatisfied they are. Oh, am I covering that? Ooh. Yeah, so if you are with the patricians or the grandees, you can type !rebel to declare the interest of rebelling. That being said, you will not further your agendas if you do so. One at a time. Are they? Oh, I see. It's a stability thing. All right. You know, just for fun. Let's see how this goes. We're going to do reverse voting. Pick the option you like the least. You're functionally voting for the rest. The one that has the least votes will take it. The corrupt Eastern judges are stubborn. When you try to remove them from their posts, they retaliate by enforcing all the old forgotten laws everyone had agreed to ignore. Suddenly, merchants are legally required to wear blindfolds on weekends, and every coin must be passed under the nose of a cat before it's spent. Trade grinds to a halt. Once the stupid old laws are repealed, you enact crucial legal reforms, no more corruption in the East, or at least less of it. Oof. Well, that raised my stability at least. South, why did that make your... Oh, I see, because they didn't get energy. Oh, there was. I just didn't click quick enough. Matters on the way from Kurth. Pleasure. Mm-hmm. I see no downside here. Let's see. There's only one candidate, there's only one choice. Where is Noble kidnapped? Ashburner's been taken hostage. What would kidnappers want with them? It's some criminal organization. These horrid miscreants demand gold and safe passage to Ashmead in exchange for Ashburner's return. Alright, well. Choose as you will. I favor B myself, but I can't directly say that. I mean, I had confidence in your military over there. You arrange for the transfer with the outlaws, who are more than pleased with the deal. They are true to their word and release Ashburner post-haste. They are shaken, but no worse for wear. Deep in the south, in the back garden of a sun-bleached villa, a number of grandees crowd around a figure, raising their arms in a toast. Soon the Inquisition will be complete, and the Archbishop will crown our claimant. But what should be done with the Queen? Lower stability or lower authority? Oh boy. Grilson? Or is your thing locked out because you said rebel? Okay, there we are. Trying to set me on fire. The current Queen's grip must be at an all-time low. We wouldn't want to face any backlash from a little fireworks show, would we? For the final stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower stability to 2 or less. Oof. If 2 or more regions pass a final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. Oh boy. If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0 and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. If a rebellion ends with a rebellion win and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. Ah, so there's why you don't necessarily want to leap for a rebellion. Of course, the one's poised for that. Well, we'll see how that goes. I still need an heir. Oh, do you, Life Forcer? An heir, you say? I have a daughter. Well, that's good news for me. All right. Take it easy, Grillson. Thanks for playing along. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you again. Alright, let's see. Rebellion. At long last, the patricians have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by a noble patrician Cyrokin II, their smile gleaming in the light of the braziers. The patricians of the coast will bring you down, pretended to the throne. We will rise and fight for Nyx, the true monarch. Ugh. I don't get any say in this, I just lose points? Ouch. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield. Oof. Alright, so Civil War then. The thing that gets me is this all swung this heavy in exactly one vote. Up until that point, things were pretty great, and then things were just like, oh, now this is horrible. Patricians can launch a preemptive strike against the counts to cripple their military capabilities. We suspect the grandees may join our cause. We can call on them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the Queen's authority is low. We could also call upon the Church to condemn the Queen, or finally, we can send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Oh boy. Alright, Life Forcer, what's your move going to be? I had a feeling. The patricians smuggle a secret message to the grandees. Honorable grandees of the South, too long have you suffered under the yoke of the Queen's tyranny. This war is righteous. Do the noble thing and join us. She speaks truly. Why do we never think of things this way? The grandees are emboldened by the call to rebellion. Of course, they can only act on it if their defiance is high enough. Gee, I wonder. Alright, spend what you can spend. I'm surprised you don't want to invest in your military over there, Life Forcer. Plus trade, minus authority. Oof. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the coast is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Life Forcer II. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the south. If they march now, they'll intercept the patricians in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the east. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed patricians. What are your orders? The Grandees haven't rebelled yet, by the way. They're still loyalists right now. So, Grandees and Counts should join forces. Loyalty is a word. Alright, Grierson. What are you up to? Oh, right, Grierson took off. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting anxiously for your marshal's return. Finally, she burst into your throne room. Those damned cowards! Cravens! Treacherous, yellow-bellied, liver-livered, chicken-hearted bastards! This all just has the same result here. Good grief. 3 points for that? Really? Alright, we're going. Oh, look at that, Ash. You let their armies through and now they're just holding you hostage. Not quick enough on the draw there, Ash. Well, Life Forcer, what are you going to do with Ash? Alright, going on a dice roll over here. Grandy Ashburn is dragged away and handed over to an expert interrogator who asks very pointed questions. Ah, it succeeded. Oh wait, no, Kingdom, Before Grandy Ashburn II expires, they give up some most useful information about southern troop movements. Information with the patricians put to good use, ambushing a column of soldiers and slaughtering them to the man. Dang, I was hoping they would blow that. Word of Ashburner's poor treatment soon spreads back to the south. This only serves to draw the Grandees closer to the Queen. Along the coastal border, countless flags flap in the sea breeze. Warships crowd the harbors, unloading hordes of soldiers. The patrician troops are gathering in vast numbers. Each of these soldiers is another mouth to feed. It's coming from our pockets. Let's march them off as quickly as possible. Alright, here comes Life Forcer leading a one-person war effort over here. Oof. price is extortionate. When the Ashmedian mercenaries arrive on the coast, it becomes apparent how different their customs are from the locals. They pray to Kaldavaga, the machine god, and attempt to remind him that the world exists. They claim their swords are alive and will grow angry if sheathed for too long. They bathe every single day. But they're perfectly capable of enacting hideous violence in exchange for money, and that's all the patricians need from them. So I like how all of those events basically did not afford me any opportunity to do anything. We're just at 4 rebellion points for the rebels, and I could do nothing about it. Alright, Counts. I have a question for you. Are you willing to work with me here? We can have our throwdown later, but you lose if they get their way. If I pay you, you'll vote however I want. Alright, I'll hold you to that. I'll even go towards your vaunted lower the treasury goal. Just to keep you in the game. Good grief, am I going to get anything that I can actually do anything with here? On a small island close to the coast, a group of rebel patricians have gathered to discuss the Civil War. With them are their spies, a cluster of nondescript coastal citizens in ordinary clothes. We know the counts are in the Queen's pocket, but are there citizens? Count Brett has amassed vast wealth even in this time of conflict. I doubt it's shared with the ordinary people of the East. We'll be kinder to the peasants than Count Brett should and his corrupt compatriots. Bold claim. Alright, Life Forcer, what are you going to do with Brett and the East? Take my money. Trusted spies pour into the East, spreading word about the generosity of the patricians. It's not long before the plan bears fruit. Droves of peasants make a dangerous trek to the coast, a golden glint in their eye. As the troops clean their weapons, make repairs, and heal their wounds, one thing's for sure, they'll have a chance soon for some action. Hopefully there'll be enough left of the kingdom for them to enjoy once this is over. I was wondering if they were going to have to deal with the consequences of their own internal disruption, but alright. Fellow grandees, we have a predicament. Loyalist soldiers of the East were found in the South recently. We tried to surround them near Firamesco, and they retreated to the new cathedral. They're still there. Hold up. Not only do they have a defensive position, but besieging a house of the ninth god would be a terrible sin. We need a new strategy. Alright, Ash, this one's your call. We need more people playing this, so it's not just one person just choosing everything. That's my job. Yeah, 3 counts that aren't being allowed to play right now. I'm very irate about this. Southern soldiers doff their armor and don the white and gray robes of ninth god priests. Their plans work perfectly. Once in the cathedral, Southern troops massacre the defenders. The grandees certainly haven't won any friends with such a tactic. They've achieved their objective. How am I feeling? Not great. I should have picked this one first, jeez. You know what? If I'm losing on my terms, damn it. Hell yeah. Wait, what? He's coming through. I feel like we've missed something. Oh, good. Oh, good. We're getting sieged out. We got a little distracted, yeah. I have to say, that was pretty lame the way that all shook out there. It's like, oh hey, we have like 5 other people. This one person just gets to win over here. Yeah, they didn't get a chance to do anything. Like, what? Really? Yeah, that's true, Ash. You were, in fact, a traitor, and then you died for it like you deserved. The sun rises on a city in turmoil. The patricians began their assault began, rather. And since then you've heard nothing outside but screams and howls and the clash of blades. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. Your honor guard are in the street outside the palace, building a barricade and organizing last-ditch defenses. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty except for you, your wife, and your daughter, cradled in the arms of her nanny. Her crying is giving you a headache. Spymaster, are you around? You wait and stew. Outside, the screams and clashes get louder. Finally, your spymaster arrives, out of breath, her face stained by smoke and blood. They'll be here any moment, your majesty. You must saddle your horse and escape the city. I know of a secret passage. Where are we going? You follow the spymaster down through a hidden trapdoor behind your throne. Cynthia accompanies you, as does the nanny, still holding your daughter in her arms. The capital is lost, but you can get it back. The grandees have agreed to shelter you while you plot your revenge. Really? The grandees, not the counts? Spymaster, hang on here. You hear a wet thud behind you, followed by the sound of something rolling across the floor. Oh good. Your spymaster is lying dead on the ground, her head is missing. Life Forcer stands over the body, flanked by a dozen soldiers, her longsword stained red. Rude. I liked her. You know, I would fight. I'm already wrecked. I can't win. So you know what? Fine. Oh good. Oh, a public affair. Great. Life Force, the greatest traitor of all, saying, oh yeah. I can only hope that I can help you win, and here you are. So who's the successor of the next round? One last curl of spite. You feel offended. You feel offended. You're not allowed to feel offended. Having lost to the rebellious patricians, Queen Fernea was dragged out of the palace and decapitated in the city square. As a reward for staying loyal to the queen, the top counts were beheaded. In public, the survivors swore loyalty to the new regime. In private, they swore vengeance. The patricians, led by Life Forcer II, launched a rebellion that toppled the queen and devastated the kingdom. But when the dust cleared, they weren't quick or strong enough to seize the throne themselves. The grandees joined the rebellion alongside the patricians. In the aftermath, they were the natural choice to take the throne, and Andonia was crowned to half-hearted cheers from the traumatized common folk. Excuse me, what? How did I get a title like that? Lives of the Priests? Oh, that would do it. Good grief. Yeah, they went a little lopsided there at the back end. Yeah, 3 points for the rebels not showing. Yeah, 3 points for allowing the rebels through and just doing nothing. It's just like... Ugh, really? Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that either. I'm not unsold on this game because I've seen it do some stuff, but the way that one played out was not great. Like, everything was like well in control up until that one vote that just made everything go absolutely wrong. Yeah, it also doesn't help that we only had one person in that faction because the other person left. So it's just one person calling all the shots with no disagreement or anything. I feel if we had more people playing this, it would play out better. I'm talking about Life Force or Ash. Well, I can say I wasn't quite expecting that to go so quickly. Yeah, the event distribution was okay up to that point, I feel, and then it kind of just went south. I don't think moving which nobility you're attached to is necessarily the right idea. I don't think you can do fewer than 3. Like, I'm fairly confident that's just hard-coded. Yeah, I feel like that one vote where I went for the reverse thing, and then it's like you ended up picking the option that made everything just go upside down, and suddenly the counts went from winning to not getting to play. That was very strange. The annoying thing is, had I been a little quicker on the draw and pressing the button, because I was thinking about doing that, it would have picked the option that would have been more to my benefit, and then that whole rebellion cascade wouldn't have been set off. The fact that it penalized me on both my stability and my authority, and followed by raising defiance by 2. Good grief. That was a lot. I don't think that you ruined the game. I think that one option just kind of tilted things into an undesirable direction, and you happen to be at the front of that direction. Hello there, Wild Weasel. Welcome. This is King of the Castle. It is a social game that involves the audience. We just finished a round of it. We finished far sooner than I was actually expecting to finish. I'm kind of contemplating doing another run. Kind of depends on how people feel about it. Not for another round? That's fair. I'd like to do this game again, but I do think some time would be a good plan on that one. So perhaps we could instead change tack.